Awesome! Awesome!
Yes, top of the afternoon, you know, the vibes, the news. Shanewz, this is the Source Experience. Happy Monday. Um, taking a little break from work, right? Promised my daughter that I was going to publish her work. That's what I'm taking a break from doing right now. And then upon doing so, I want to talk about the topic that are, you know, I deem to be talkable. And this is definitely one of those ones that I deem to be talkable. Um, no, this is definitely one of those topics that needs to be talked about. No? So I'm going to pull something up. You know, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. You know, shout out to Captain Chaos, first one in the building. So, you know, this is the news by Shaw News. Well, we know we getting nice with this now. Like I said, I'm taking a little break. Um, I was supposed to go to work today, but I remember promising my daughter. You know, we did a photo shoot yesterday, right? And um, I did not edit all of her pictures, well, most of them. And I did promise her that I was going to edit her photo. So I said, you know what? I do work for you as well. So I called in and I published a simple photography work, which, you know, is, if you ask somebody, ask myself, who has shot many professional events now, shout out to Top Rank, shout out to Jihad Tucker, shout out to Abdullah Mason, Troy Isley, Jeremiah Milton. Please, I don't want to forget anybody, but for a 10-year-old, Messiah is on her way. I think she has the eye for this. So that's what I did today. I published some of her work. But I want to talk about a hot topic, right? And I want to expose how, you know, content creators that you deem to be important by their views really don't have the viewership power that you think they do, right? And Bill Haney, shout out to Bill and Team Dream and DHP Promotions are showing us that right now, right? You know, there's no secret right now that the tape, the Javante Davis sparring tape has finally been released. You know, we was hearing all this stuff about he was 16 years old. You know, Javante was 20 and Javante put hands on him, right? So now, I think the tape came out last week, but Bill Haney, as he does, he had a lot of his content creator channels on YouTube running the damage control. But upon them doing that, a lot of these guys, like I said, these guys are nobody, respectfully, right? And see, I gave them a round of applause, right? Because I don't want them to feel offended by me saying that they're nobodies. But they don't really move the needle. A lot of these guys have paid for views, they're gimmicks, they're not really in the mix. So upon them doing what they do as far as putting out content to try to do damage control, like I said, it really wasn't moving the needle. So Bill Haney had to go here, as you can see. He had to go to an actual podcast platform that is generating buzz, Cam and Mase. I'm going to play some of, a little bit of the interview that he did, but he's still, speaking about this sparring. I don't know why. To me, it happened. It's over with. Your son has went on to become a undisputed champion. Um, Now he's a two-time champion. And this happened when he was 16. But yet Bill and them are still, on the damage control mission. And I think the reason why is because one thing about Bill and DHP and them, they finally got burned by their own fire. Bill Haney, been campaigning forever as he should as a promoter of his son and team over there. But the tape came out, and he's saying that the tape was edited to show Javante doing these things. But why are you still stressing this over? It happened. I think the reason why he's stressing is because it doesn't show his son in the type of light that he claimed didn't happen. Granted, like I said, he was 16. He has gone on to become undisputed through many things. But yet the damage control is still on campaign. But more so now, it's exposing the fact that these channels, whether it is these LDBC channels or other guys that now are clamoring to be one of Bill's pets, you guys don't move the needle. So when you guys talk about how successful you guys are as YouTube bloggers, content creators, the jig is up for you guys too now. Because as you see, Bill Haney had to reach out to these guys. Let's take a listen. The news by Shanewz. This is the source experience where we have guys trying to emulate, copy, but they cannot duplicate the authenticity of the source. So you gotta actually do some things in life other than sit on a computer. Up to or you deem to be successful in this are all frauds. And Bill Haney is showing us this now because the frauds did not lead to the damage control. Thus, he had to go to Cam and Mase. Look, here it is.
Mighty Tank Davis did. And I said, well, then that's unfair, my dude. If you look at it and you're saying, well, y'all got money up and it don't look like, you know what I mean? Because anything less than what you saw, then it's probably not Tank Davis. So when Devin gets in there, it's got to be all that. If it's not the rough housing and all the shit, then it's not Tank Davis. So I'm saying, so when he's saying he's saving us from Tank Davis, well, then why do you have us in the ring with him at anyway? You see what I'm saying?
So, dude, in that video, is there any part of it where Devin is punishing him in that video?
The one that they released?
No, I mean in the sparring.
Oh yeah. Well, the part he punished him is when we got the money, right? When we won the money, right?
Yeah.
I gotta stop it there. You see Mase. Shout out to Mase. So hard and Mase. See, Mase is these guys are very, very good at this thing, right? That was a source type of question. You see how Mase understands, right? He's like, okay, you're, talking about the video, but do you have any video of your son, Devin, putting the beat down on Tank? Bill Haney talks about the money. We all know that you got paid. That's nobody is debunking that. But where is the footage of you whooping on Tank? See, they put out footage of Tank whooping on that. That's why I believe he's still doing the damage control parade, party, whatever you want to call it. But great question by Mase. Let's hear Bill's response. But Mase basically answered, do you have any footage of you? Since you're saying that this footage was documented, it was edited to, whatever, how many clips of Devin being, battered around the ring, right? The news by Shanewz. This is the source of spirit. Shout out to Bruce Gass in the building. Great show last night, OG. Great show.
Awesome.
You always bring in the elders and let them drop some jewels. Great show, though, Bruce. Well, let's hear Bill's response to this.
And then I took the money and I doubled it, flipped it, tripled it, bought a house and a plane. And listen, I'm still living off of it. I'm still living off of it, Cam.
Yo, Bill is crazy. Yeah. I tell y'all, man, Bill is a little off, man. Bill is a little off, man, but Bill is very entertaining. Look at Cam's reaction. Did you hear Bill's laugh? Bill's a little off, man, but I like Bill. Bill is entertaining. Bill said he took the money, flipped it, tripled it, and he's still living off of it, right? I caught all of that. Where is the footage, though, Bill? We want to see Devin beating on tape. We know you got money. We know you're flashy. We know you do these things. Don't see the rest of these content dummies and flunkies are gonna come on here and lose sight of the question. Not me. I'm a true journalist. That's why these guys are upset because they know they tried to undermine me and they did other things to try to deter me from my mission. And you see, the mission is afloat right now. I want to highlight my baby girl once again because she is taking off. Some of you guys might want to hire her because my asking price now, like I said, my asking price now is up there, to be honest, because you go off of your resume. And when I break down my resume of credentials of events that I have covered and worked, LeBron James of the frames, man. I have ringside credentials, fights, corral, I believe they call it, the corral shooting event. So that comes with a different price tag. But I'm pretty sure if you look on the YTC, you can find a lot of these cheap whores, right? Respectfully. These guys that haven't covered an amateur event, let alone professional events. But back to Bill. Bill did not answer the question. Don't let that go over your head, right? Let's continue on.
Yo, Bill is from Harlem. His spin cycle is crazy. His spin cycle is crazy.
Yes, right. Let's stop it again. See, we're gonna give you guys the business today. That's why the real hitters in the game respect what I do because they know what I do. See how I broke that down before Mase even put it out there. You heard what he said. His spin cycle is crazy. Right? Pay attention to what just happened, right? Bill did not answer the question. Bill did not answer the question. The news by Shanewz, aka Bidnat, aka hottest in the game, aka Jackal Fitness, formerly known as that artist that gave you such slogans that have been used by many. Shout out to my brother Stone Bone Boxer who said it the other day. See, when you actually put in the work and the real ones know about the work, they respect it and remember it. There's only these fake, fraudulent type that be jealous and mad because secretly they really wasn't with you, nor did they support you, but they always try to undermine you. Hopefully y'all caught that source. But yes, Bill Haney spun that. He did not answer that. But like he cleverly does, it's so easy to manipulate many, especially when many don't have common sense, let alone 2 cents. But great play by Bill. He did not answer the question. So is there footage of, Devin whooping on, tape. I believe if there was, Bill and them would have been released it like they did with the Shakur tape. Remember they put the Shakur tape out there? And Shakur showed him basically looked like he was copping a plea. He was looking like some of these internet niggas that talk crazy, and then when you catch them in person, they sing and dance a different tune, right? But yes, Bill definitely spun that. But let's continue on the news by Shanewz. Smash the like button, share the content, let them know. The real, I'm a real bad man. He's out here doing this thing, putting it down right now. Relax and take notes.
Crazy killer.
I swear to God, and this is without, this ain't even no cap for with Bill just being here. I said, because I got my niggas in there. I said, them the only niggas that might be better could keep up with us talking. Is them Oakland niggas.
I love it.
Them niggas, my man from Oakland, my man Chief talk fast, and he talk greasy. Pause.
Yeah. No, it's a pleasure. Like, and I ran here, you know what I'm saying, with you guys, because I already knew.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody going, you know what I'm saying? You can't come up here playing. It is what it is with y'all, with some real Harlem niggas. And I'll tell you, anytime you do some business on heavyweight business, if it ain't a guy in there from New York, nigga, you ain't getting no money.
There you go.
Yeah, so.
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? Or do I need to break that down? Should I break that down for you? Now, you know what? I'm not going to break it down for y'all. You know why? Because this is not a consultant service line. I'm not breaking that down for y'all. By no means. By no means. You know, game is to be sold and not told. So the ones that caught that don't need me to pitch it to them. But the ones that do, like I say, game is to be sold and not told. Go try to get it from somewhere else, but just make sure when you receive it, they are actually players that are in the room. They are players that's in the groove. They're not players on the sideline with no stat, hating on the ones that are really running the tracks. Hopefully, y'all caught that sports.
I love it. You guys are so great.
Yes. But let's bring it back a little bit right now. I'll rewind this a little bit. I'll bring it back to right here. I will bring it back a little. You know, Bill. I like Mace's style of interview, right?
You know, and Ryan was one of them. We went to Victorville, you know, for him as well.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, yeah, he was a pro, and Devin was just finishing up with amateur boxing. We had won all the youth tournaments and all that at 17 and 18, but he was too young to go to the Olympics. So instead of us going to the Olympics, we decided to turn pro, and we spent maybe 16 to 17 around that time just perfecting a pro style and making the transition from the amateur style.
So hypothetically, we don't know who put the tape out there, but who do you think put the tape out there?
Well, I mean, hypothetically, I mean, if we're saying hypothetically, you know, because it was only his.
Yes, you see how smooth Mace is? You see how smooth Mace is, right? Mace is real smooth at it, right? Relax and take notes. Take notes. Did you see how Mace broke that down? Hypothetically, who do you think put the tape out? Some smooth shit Mace dropped. Real smooth. Smooth. Mace is a smooth criminal, right? He said, hypothetically, who do you think put the tape out there? Shout out to my guy, man. Supporter of the show. Let me highlight my brother right here. Christopher White. No, Christopher, I got the soundboard out. So like I do to the officials that support, look.
Awesome.
Yeah, salute to you, Christopher. You know, I appreciate everything that you do for the source and the source movement behind the scenes. Appreciate you, my guy. Hope all is well for you on this Monday. He said, Bill Haney is all in the videos. You know it. You know it. That is Bill Diddy. Come to Death Row. That's Bill Diddy. if you don't want to manage it, coach, trainer, all in the videos, all on the what's the name. But listen to the question though, right? He said, hypothetically, who do you think put out the video? Now, I'm going to give you guys a little background insight as somebody that has been to the Mayweather gym numerous times on numerous occasions, right? Yes, I've been to the Mayweather gym. I've been there, done that, been there, done that. Now, if you look at that footage right there, that looks like the ring. There's two rings in there, right? That looks like the ring. I just wanted to put that out there because I'm gonna speak on some things. So I don't want you to think that I am making up stuff. See, one thing about over here, we love to be transparent, but we love to give correct information. That's why you have so many that are, jealous when it comes to being a blogger and speaking on things, right? Now, Bill is going to put out something when I play the tape a little bit more, right? And this is the truth. For those that have ever been to the Mayweather gym, they do not allow recording, especially when fighters are sparring. They tell you to turn your phones off. You have to really turn your phones off, right? Bill is going to say that is the truth. They have that on the walls there for those of you that have been there. Now, if you do, because I remember when I was there, Jay Leon Love was sparring one time. I've been there numerous times. Marley sparred there a couple times. But I remember one particular time when I bought my wife. It was her birthday weekend. It was the Conor McGregor fight week. It was all in Vegas. Shout out to Floyd Sr. Floyd Sr. took a picture with my wife. I was kicking with all those guys. Rest in peace to Roger. Roger Mayweather was in the gym. He was, Roger was on his way, but he was still coming around. It was, he had a personal aide that was always with him. Roger was there, and I remember having my phone out, and I took the picture for my wife, and it was on me. And because Jay Leon Love at the time, he was still an active fighter, and he was sparring, and they wanted to make sure that I wasn't recording none of that. This is how they give it up. You're gonna hear Bill speak on some of these things. These are facts. Right? I'm just giving you guys a little insight. See, a lot of these other content creators, they can't do this because they don't do this. Hopefully, y'all caught that, folks.
His gym.
Yeah.
The guy, that could have hypothetically put it out, because it was actually Floyd Mayweather's gym, and I respected Devin at that time, being 16 years old, that he could only take. He made the announcement like he does before anything, is everybody put their phones up. And so if it would have been anybody filming.
Yes, did you hear what he just said? Stop it once again. Stop it once again, right? That is a correct statement. Bill is not telling no lies. You hear what Bill said? That's what they do. That's what they do. They say no recording. Now, I have never been to the gym when Floyd was there. They see, I could have came on here and lied. Like a lot of these content creators do. They love to lie, or they love to speak on other people's lies, right? But did you hear what I said? I didn't say Floyd was in the gym. I said rest in peace to the late, great Roger was there. I said Floyd Sr. was there. Jay Leon Love. There were others there. Shout out to my man from that used to train. He used to train Badu Jack. I'm drawing the blank right now. Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. There I go. I got it. Eddie Mustafa Muhammad thought I was from Texas, right? Because this is when I was still cool with, those people that tried to lie on me. Team Spence and we was talking about the sparring with Spence and and Mayweather and Eddie Mustafa Muhammad was like, yo, he whooped his ass. It was me, him, and Senior. And Senior was like, yeah, you know, if you ever talk, well, he has the thing going on with him now. He's a little older, up in age, Floyd Senior, but we was all discussing that sparring, and he said that EJ hit him with a shot, he got off a little bit, and that's what we was discussing. Because if you've been to the Mayweather gym, they have the couches. See, these are things that you have to be there to actually know what I'm speaking on, right? But we was chopping it up, and Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, he thought I was from Texas. And I was like, nah, man, I'm from New York, man. And then me and him was here. He said, yo, me too, Brooklyn. And he showed me his gun. He was like, you can't move like this in Brooklyn. Because, Vegas, you can roll around with your gun. He showed me his gun. He said, you know how us Brooklyn cats move? He was strapped up in the gym. I was like, all right, OG. And I dapped him up, and then we was kicking it. And I was just soaking in all that knowledge, because that is a former world champion, fighter, trainer, has a lot of knowledge. And he was breaking down the sparring that Jay Leon Love was doing with a European fighter at the time. And I was just taking it all in. But Bill's not telling no lies right there about how the game is played there. They do not like the cameras and the phones on. Let's continue on. The news by Shanewz.
A 16-year-old and a 20-year-old, it would have been disrespect to him because it was his house. And but it was cool. It was doghouse rules, you know what I mean? That tradition where they start beating on the ropes and all that stuff, everything that everybody saw, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Me and the About Billions team put some money on it, Adrian Broner's dad and one of the other coaches, Levi, we bet on it, just to because it was so tense in the air, and I believe in my son, and I'm sure they believe.
Yes, I'm going to stop it right there. You heard what he said, it was tense. Now, you just heard me speak on Eddie Mustafa being strapped up. See, some of you guys don't be in the gyms, man. You've never been in gyms. You talk boxing all day. That's how I know a lot of you guys are soft. A lot of you guys are suspect, right? Usually, when you have sparring sessions, for those of y'all that never been to sparring sessions, it does be tense in there, because one thing about sparring is fighting. These guys always tell you, oh, it was just sparring. No, the only difference is they have on headgear, they have 16-ounce gloves, but normally fights do break out in sparring. You have to be in the gyms to know that. And the more people in the gyms, it could get a little tense, right? Now, from the looks of the footage that it was out, the doghouse rules, like I could come on here and lie, like a lot of these content fakers, and say, yeah, man, I've been in the doghouse sparring session. You see what I just did? I said he was sparring a guy from Europe, but it wasn't no doghouse. It was professional sparring. Not saying that doghouse sparring is not professional, but doghouse sparring is sparring with no bell till somebody quits. Normally, it's more people in the gym. They're beating. You got all the fighters around the ring. They're beating on the ring. It's more so like a gladiator setting, right? Now, I could have came on here and lied like some of your favorite content creators that you love to deem to be credible, but then you break down their resume and their stats of what they have actually done in boxing, and it comes up a little short. Yes, little short. Yes, that is the Crows. That is the Crows. Christopher says, I like Devin as a fighter, but his dad needs to step back. His dad is not the fighter. He's just the cat Bill. He's the promoter, man. He is Don King. Don Bill. Yeah. Only in America. Bill is the mouthpiece. Bill is the mouthpiece. But I wish they had the tape of Dev busting up Tank, man, because then Bill wouldn't be out here on this damage control. Bill wouldn't have all of these flunky, junky channels these crash dummies, these dick sucks, putting out the content and trying to clean this up. Bill wouldn't have to go on Cam and Mase still explaining this. And I'm saying to myself, why are you still explaining this? He was 16, Tank was 20. You went on to become undisputed. You're a 2-division champion now. Why are you explaining? Maybe because you were saying stuff that you can't show. Now they have shown the stuff that they have been saying for years that Tank has done to you. I'm a real bad man. Real bad man.
Believed in Javante, so we put some money on that. Who was going to stop first? I said, my kid ain't. We done been everywhere. If he was going to stop then, you know what I mean? It would be what it was. So I think what you guys saw, and I think with content creators and anyone that's been in this business, it was like a Javante Davis highlight film. You know what I mean?
Right.
Of 8 or 9 different transitions and clips all jumbled in. And I said, okay, well, if you are what I think you are, the former face of boxing, yeah, you definitely need a highlight film to get.
Okay. So former face, I don't know. I'm not gonna let you disrespect Javante to say the former face. Because Javante and Ryan, your so-called opponent for April 20th, have recorded the highest paid movie in quite some time. So that wouldn't make him the former face of nothing. That would make him possibly beating at the door to try to beat the face. Because we all got to say Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing. And the reason why I say that over here is because when you do the things that Canelo has done and is doing now, walk away from the table, coming back to the table, and they still want to give you the 35 M's, you are who you are. Whereas Javante, from what I'm hearing, they still need to work out some things to get this Frank Martin fight situated. Javante wants some things done, alleged. We got to say alleged over here because one thing about over here, when we don't actually know, we say alleged. I'm not going to come over here and make shit up. You got enough guys that ride around in cars and claim to be things that they're not that do that for you. Yes, you have those guys. I don't need to do that. I just, put out content. I break down content. And I speak on my life, source, experiences. Smash the like button. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, a channel member. Definitely want to highlight my guy Gumbo in the building. Definitely want to highlight my guy Gumbo. I brought the soundboard back out. See, I stopped the soundboard for a while because I was rocking with my microphone. But then I brought the soundboard up because when I see people try to jump on my moves, like, yo, baby, trying to riff like me, I switch it up. I get on my Eddie Kane, even trying to riff like me. And then I love to do it because sometimes certain people's shit, it be sloppy. They don't know how to finesse it. You gotta know how to move, baby. You gotta know how to move, man. When they try to emulate you and copy you, they don't know what the fuck they doing. It don't come out right. This don't come out right, man. You gotta get your shit together. Get it together. Yes, get it together. A salute to Gumbo, man. Hopefully you are safe out there on the roads as well. But yeah, man, Bill was really on damage control. And I think, like I said, let's not lose sight of why he's doing this. Number one, those YouTube guys, they really don't move the needle. And we highlighted this, man. This is no shot to you YouTube guys, because we are all YouTubers. We all do content. But a lot of you content fakers, that's what you guys are, fakers. Because you can't have these big numbers and doing these views, speaking on boxing, and then when you actually do boxing things, nobody's fucking with you. How does that work? You mean to tell me guys like to watch you sitting around cracking jokes? They like to sit around you, watch you sitting in a car. They like to sit around and watch you speaking on boxing. But then when you go cover an actual fight, you cover a weigh-in, you cover a press conference, they don't want to watch you no more? How does that work? Come on. That doesn't make sense. No, that doesn't make sense, man. That doesn't make sense. But it is what it is. And you see, Bill had to go to it is what it is to still do the damage control. Because a lot of you guys that do these big numbers and have this audience are the same ones that got Showtime pay-per-view to leave the sport. Because your numbers aren't your numbers. Yes, the jig is up, guys. Let's come clean, all right? It's okay.
To get back on here for why people say that you ducking. Why a guy come on here suited and booted and say he's a Bama and your team, because y'all playing with the people by pissing on their head and telling them it's raining. That y'all inspired. Devin got all the belts. He got people, we got fans, but you continue to say that this matchup is not something that we're going to do for boxing. Well, I'm here on It Is What It Is with Cam and Mase applying pressure to them lames. You know what I mean?
I had to stop it again. You know why? You heard what he just said? See, now, this is where I break things down for y'all. He had to go where to apply the pressure? Cam and Mase. You know why? Because these guys that he's been applying the pressure on, they don't even have no squeeze. See, I've been telling you this. These guys that you guys love to listen to, these underminers, these fakers, these frauds, what pressure do they apply? These guys are all frauds. These guys don't move no needles. I've been telling you this forever, and I will continue to say this. Because one thing about the news by Shanewz, they're not pressure. Pressure actually works fights. Pressure actually pulls up. Pressure actually is doing. You guys are sitting in front of a computer. You guys are in the fucking rooms. You guys are room raiders. There's no pressure in that. And Bill is starting to understand that. Bill said he wants to what? It is what it is. Because all of his YouTube channels, all of his crash dummies, his guys that are scared, yes, I said it. You guys are scared to go to events because you don't know how to work an event. You guys are scared to go to fights because you don't go to fights. You guys are scared to actually cover boxing because it have to put in work. You have to do things other than sit in front of a computer like I'm doing right now. I'm in front of a computer, my laptop. This is easy. But when you actually work a fight card, or you actually work a fight week, you have to actually do things, move around. You have to network. You have to do things. See, a lot of you guys can't do these things because you can't do nothing, period, other than sit around, do absolutely nothing. This is absolutely nothing right here. But this is something when you're nice at breaking things down, which I'm doing. And when you're nice at giving out the proper information. See, a lot of you guys are nice at what? Trickery, illusions, and smoke and mirror. Now, you can come on here and fancy this up, like Bill was just saying, content creators edit stuff, make it fancy and all that for the illusion. But then when it's time and the smoke and mirror is done, and you have to really apply the pressure. You know how you apply the pressure? You go to these events. What did Jay-Z say for his Grammy speech? You show up. A lot of you guys don't show up. You know why you don't show up? Because you're not about that life. The news by Shanewz. Smash the like button. This is the Source Experience. What do I know?
That's what I'm saying. So outside of that, what's going on with you and Floyd? Besides that, what's the tension between y'all this last month or two that I know about?
Well, let's stop it. Great question. Cam Cam, what a great question. Shout out to Killer, the Danger Zone, Harlem Zone. Great question. I know that's the question you guys are waiting for. Now, the reason why I'm stopping it and pausing it and talking over this, because, I'm learning the game. This is not my content. But by me doing it like this, even if you guys try to report me, because that's what you guys do. You guys are cowards. You guys know certain people that you guys can't fuck with, especially you internet gimmick type guys, right? So what do? You try to undermine people's things that they're doing. So the reason why I'm stopping it and pausing it and talking over a lot of this is because I am educating you. This is a consultant service right here. Like I said, I'm doing this free of the game. I'm basically what I'm doing. I'm taking a union break, a Showtime Shanewz Media union break. Like I said, today I am working for my daughter. I have a lot of her fire frames up and about. I created a page for her now. So you will start to see more of the photography work. And that's what I said. I said I'm going to take my union break, my T. Jones union break, because I am employed by them as well, CEO Messiah and Coach Reed. And, I am a union worker, so I do know the rules, the regulations of the business. If I work 8 hours, I am obligated to take a break, right? We're not AIs yet, right? We're not robots. We do have to take a break, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking my break right now, but I'm also giving you content that makes sense. So Cam just asked a wonderful, wonderful question about the beef or the issue. And you know what the issues is, man. The issues is what Devin said. But let's see what Bill said. Devin came out and said it, that Floyd is a hater. He's been hating for years. But let's see what Bill responds to.
Well, I mean, I don't think that it's any tension.
Okay.
I think it is what it is. And it's about time that someone tells the truth on honestly what it is.
Right.
What is it?
It's over. Take the L out of love. It's over, brother. Like he said, is it not over?
Yo, Bill is stupid, man. I had to pause and laugh. Right? He said, take the L out of love. It's over. Now, like I always say, I don't always see eye to eye with the Hades, right? I respect what they're doing, right? A lot of these other cowards, these guys are the only ones. No, not. Let me stop. Refresh that. Gary Russell Jr. Shout out to Russell, man. Gary. One head up with Floyd. But the rest of these guys whisper. They are scared of Floyd. Floyd flexes on them. Floyd does them like this. He cracks the whip. Yes, Floyd cracks that whip on these guys. And these guys high. They get low. They don't want to, man, don't say that. You better not say nothing about this. Don't say that. Oh, you say it, don't say that I told you that. Don't say that I told you that. And now you see Bill and Dad attempting to go head up with Floyd and call him out. Maybe because they see that at this point in time, they're not as strong as they used to be. Where's the schedule at over there? They don't have as much power like they used to. Maybe that's why you see Bill attempting to step on Floyd and fight back and, call him a hater, right? Publicly. Yeah, publicly he did it. He called him a hater. A lot of you niggas, like I said, you niggas was whispering. You niggas was like, yeah, man. When Devin did it, I seen a couple of y'all niggas trying to jump out. Look, you niggas is pathetic. Devin Haney is 24, 25 years old. Y'all watch grown-ass fighters damn near on the back nine of their careers jump on Devin's back. Like, yo, he's a hater. Floyd's a hater. You niggas got pictures with Floyd on your profile. You niggas was wanting to be TMT at one point. Stop that shit, man. Yo, you niggas sold your soul to be with Floyd, man. Now y'all call him a hater because Dad and Bill and them is getting at him. No, stop that shit. Christopher White said it's cat. I think it's not cat, Chris. When it comes to Floyd being a hater, some of these things, we'll let Bill continue on. I don't think it's cat. I think, they know right now they're a little vulnerable over there. They are striking.
Hypothetically, it's time. You know what I mean?
It's
to
over
knock
for
it off.
who?
It's the Devin Haney era. You know what I mean? And the way that you're
What you're saying is not to cut you off, Bill. I'm sorry. Just so we're clear, you're saying Floyd, stop. It's over.
knock it off,
That
Floyd.
it's a dub. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying,
it's-
basically.
Yeah.
You had your
I gotta stop. Go, Bill. Talk your shit. I'm gonna let you rock, right? Yo, listen. Yo, shout out to Bill, man. It's shout out to Dev. A lot of you other guys, you let Floyd put the squeeze on y'all, man. What Bill is saying, right? What Bill is saying, I'm not mad at, right? Even though might not agree with him all the time, right? Floyd had his time. It might not be the Devin Haney era, but at least let him have his attempt at making it his era. You can't do that when, you're all in the videos, all in the mix. Talking about Floyd now. You still want to be the face. You still want to be this. No, you had your time. So Bill is valid. And I think Bill, by going on this platform, it is what it is. It's a better look. Because when you use these junkies, these flunkies, like you say, Bill, these monkeys, you're not applying no pressure. Because these guys aren't who they pretend to be. They're not really in the loop like that. And now I feel like this message will get out. And especially with the news, by Shanewz breaking this down, because contrary to what they like to say about me, I apply pressure. I can show me applying pressure. I work events. What events do you guys work? Hello. Yes. What events do you guys work? What events do you guys work? Yes, exactly. But let's continue on.
your time. You're still poking your
Yeah.
nose in other people's business.
Yeah.
Let us do what we doing and go over here and do what you've been doing. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Okay.
Right. And all the time that you didn't check money, if I'm lying, then sit somebody over there next to me and tell me that I am, other than you, other than Floyd. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's got to be a real nigga somewhere that done checked a bunch of money that's looking amazing, that can sit on that side and said, you know what I mean? Floyd, you really did it for us. You did it for the culture. You did it for the people. You know what I mean? But I think it's a documentary coming out that's saying Surviving Floyd Mayweather, produced.
Oh! See, I was gonna let you rock, Bill. I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna let you rock, Bill. The news by Shanewz. Holla at me, Bill. Holla at me, man. See, these guys can't do it like the sauce, man. Did you catch that right there? I'm gonna break that down right there. Surviving Floyd Mayweather. See, Floyd is, but one thing about these guys, all the Diddy type niggas clash. You got a little Diddy in you too, though, Bill. It's just Floyd Mayweather, Diddy's bigger than yours. But you are breaking him down right here, and I'm going to let you rock. You are absolutely right. Surviving Floyd Mayweather. All in the video. All on that. But he is valid. He is valid. Floyd, you had your time. I remember telling a particular fighter this who I advised for free, but I no longer advise fighters for free. I remember telling this dummy this. Yes, he's a dummy. He knows I call him a dummy. I call him a dummy to his face. He left a lot of money on the table because he let Floyd son him. And I was telling him, like, how do you let another man son you? That is not your father. It's one thing if it's your father. Your father's always going to be able to son you because he actually son you. He made you. But this man did not make you, but you are letting him son you. Hopefully, y'all caught that. So
Awesome.
But let's continue on. The news by Shanewz.
And directed by yours truly.
Bill Haney?
Surviving Floyd Mayweather.
Hypothetically.
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 Man, Bill's all.
But the reason
Let's
why,
go, Bill.
the reason why hypothetically that it was brought to me that I could possibly be considered hypothetically.
That's why you got this suit on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You here to
Because
do
I got
business.
something. I'm here to do business hypothetically. So, but the reason why I can't speak this way is because I've not been affected. I didn't go for the fried ice cream. You know what I mean? He hasn't did anything to me that hypothetically others are saying that's been done to them. So
I'm gonna stop it right there. I am not gonna give you no more source on this topic. That is my closing argument right there, right? This is the news by Shanewz Consulting Service. I think I did enough free consulting on this right there. Did you just hear what he said? It ties into what I was just talking to you about a fighter that I said you allow Floyd to sun you. Basically, what Bill said is they could not do him or Devin like that because they did not go for the banana in the tailpipe. They did not go for the fried ice cream. They did not. They basically what he's saying is they did their own thing. They did their own thing, right? Hit the like button. You know they're not gonna hit the like button. I give myself my own flowers, Christopher. Right? I'm one of the hardest doing this. You know, hardest. You see what I said? Hardest. I didn't say the best. I said the hardest because a lot of dudes, when you break down YouTube and content create, they are very good. They put a lot of effort and time into it. Their special effects, very good. I'm not into none of that. I'm into real content, authenticity, raw, uncut. And I'm one of the hardest doing this. You see how I just broke Bill down to the T. I broke down how he had to go to it is what it is to get his point out now. Because he realized all these jive turkeys, yes, these junkies, flunkies, like he says, monkey on this YTC, they're not cutting the bill. No pun intended. They're not applying the pressure because they're not the goods. What they are is cowards, hiders behind the wall. But like Bill said, they did not buy the fried ice cream or the fried chicken. Let's say chicken because we black, but we like fried chicken. They didn't go for that Floyd Mayweather fried chicken. So Floyd Mayweather could not do them how he did the others, right? He could not do them how he did the others. So with that being said, he had to go to it is what it is to get out his story. Because see, a lot of times, content creators who aren't really who they pretend to be don't move the needle. For whatever reason, I don't know. It's deeper than this, man. Maybe they don't have the footage of Devin putting the beats on Tank. He got paid. We know that. He always emphasized that. But they don't have no footage of Tank being worked over by Devin. And I think that is why Bill is out here really doing this damage control. Because now that footage of Tank doing what they always said he did to Devin has surfaced. And it has gone viral. And people are talking about it. Well, like I said, and I'm not a Team Haney type of guy or supporter like that. But that footage is from when Dev was 16. He's 24, 25 years old now. It should not matter because Dev has went on to become undisputed 2-division champion. Right? The only thing Dev has not went on to do is actually take Tank's spot as being this big draw. Because we can't take that from Tank. Tank is a big draw. He is He shuts down cities. He starts riots. He shows up 2 hours late to press conference. Rock star status. Appreciate that, Christopher White. Appreciate that. He said, great show. The source. Thank you, man. You know, I try. I try, good brother. You know, and as long as people like you are aware of that and acknowledge that, right? That's all that matters, right? Because you know the saying, Chris. You know the saying. It only takes one person. It only takes one person to spark a nation. And by you saying that, right, the seed is sparked. But I have way more than one, man, you know. But you are a newcomer over here saying that. So the numbers, the authentic numbers, are starting to show and grow. And not for nothing, you know, I gotta, like I said, give myself my own about. When you see others, quote unquote, more successful, try to emulate your moves, and then you see others that can't even tie your shoe, try to emulate your moves. Just know that you are moving and grooving the needle. Now I am closing in on my hour lunch break. I'm going to get back to trying to get a couple more frames done for my daughter, right? And then 5 p.m., man, roll back around. He has yet to confirm, but I'm supposed to be having Troy Isley on. Yes, Transformer Troy. I'm going to do an interview. That's another reason why I wanted to knock this one out now also. Because I think after I interview Transformer Troy, that might be it for me as far as blogging and content creating, unless I make it to 7-Eleven. You know, it is Monday. I did do a lot of SEBs work over the weekend. I have a particular video I want to drop, right? I have my 7-Eleven video of Jihad Tucker, a.k.a. Grandma. I call Jihad Tucker Grandma because Jihad Tucker took some shots to the chin and weathered the storm. I have this video that I want to drop where, you know, it shows Jihad Tucker taking a shot to the chin. And it was like he just ate it. Because, you know, a lot of guys don't eat shots. Some guys get hit with a clean shot and go out. It's boxing, right? Did y'all catch that sauce? Did y'all catch that sauce? How some guys, they'll take a shot to the chin and fall flat on their face. You know? Yes, don't be a hater. Be appreciated. Yes, but you know, we live in a hated society. Chris, people hate. People are jealous. People are jealous. It is what it is. But speaking on Jihad, Jihad will be announcing his fight date soon. It's up. You know, I can't wait. You know, because you know me, I love to work. I'm a worker, man. I'm a worker. We're gonna close with some vintage sauce. Some vintage Jihad Tucker, Coach Green, and the team sauce.
Nice. 1, 2. Bring him back to the castle. Back to the castle. Yep. Move around. Yep. 1, 2. Back to the castle. Yeah. Work. Bring him back up. You gotta bring your hands back up though. Is that, yo, hold on, man. I just seen this dude, man. Oh shit, man. That's fucking Jihad Tucker, man. What's going on, man? Top rank all over. Man. That's right, J Prince Boxing, October 3rd. Man, you looking good on that, man. You looking real good on that top rank post, man. What's going on, man?
You already know, man. Pop out to the...
Oh my gosh, he's sweating. Down, Narina. Down. Narina. I'm taking a video. You want to be famous? Run down.
You know the vibe. Another day in the office. All-star right here. You know, another day in the office. School you. That's right. All-star. Braun. Yeah. Another day in the office. We just getting that work.
Simple.
Yeah. Road to greatness. J Prince Boxing, Top Rank, ESPN. You know the vibes. Yeah, yeah. Setting it up, coach. All right, let Jahar go now. Let Jahar go.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimuhela. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.